Hi, yo, it's Kate, and this is part 4 of my IVC sweater. This is my back panel. I will not tell you too many things about it. I will only show you things that are different from the front panel, the shoulders and the neck. This is the back part. It goes exactly the same as the front part. First, a ribbing, then stripes, stripes, stripes. The only difference, first, for the back part, I will start with the short rows and then with neck shaping. The most important for the short rows on the back part is to do it exactly the same as in the front part. So I made sure that I have the same amount of stripes and that I start my short rows at the same time I started short rows on this part. I also marked the neckline already, put the marker on the middle, so 89 stitches from this side, 89 stitches from this side, and 32 stitches, total 64 neckline stitches, the same amount of neckline stitches as from the front part, but I will cast them off differently. Since this depth of this back neckline is 2.5 centimeters, I counted that it's about 9 rows. So let's do 8 rows. 8 rows, it will be a bit more than 2 centimeters. And starting from the beginning of the short rows, I need to have 22 rows till the end of the piece. That means I'm starting the short rows, and from this point, I'm counting 14 rows. After 14 rows of short rows, I will do the first neck decreases. And here comes the first short row on the back panel. This is the right side. I will knit until I have 7 stitches left on my knitting needle. Because 7 stitches, this is the first short row turning point, exactly the same as for the front part. If you want to see all the calculations and how I came up with these numbers and what is happening actually with the short rows for the shoulders, you can check the previous part of my IVC sweater series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more. And this is my first row of the short row part. Turn around, and exactly the same as I did for the front part, I turn my needle around and I knit like this until I have 7 stitches from the wrong side left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches left. Turn around. So it is exactly the same as from the front part, but I do short rows from both sides because I did not split the back part into left and right panel yet, because I haven't done any decreases for the neckline. Now I knit until I have 5 stitches left before my previous turning point, including this turning point stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here I will do another short row, then turn around and I knit like this. And after 14 of short rows, I will start with the neck decreasing. If you want a more detailed video about short rows, please let me know. If you want more detailed explanation about short rows for my IVC sweater, please check my previous part. I did a few short rows from both sides, of course, for both shoulders. When I have about 10 rows left, I will start with the neckline. This is the next short row. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches here from the previous turning point, including the stitch that I used to turn. And this is my neckline that I need to close. What I will do, I will knit till my neckline beginning marker. Beginning of the neckline marker. I will knit like 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I will cast off all the stitches till the middle of the neck marker. Middle of the neckline marker, taking it off, and keep casting off until I have 5 stitches before the end of the neckline marker left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches left. Now, similar to the front part, I'm continuing with knitting the right side first. I knit until I have 5 stitches left, including the last stitch that I used to turn the work around. So just keep with my short rows. Turn the work. And I knit almost till the end of the row, and the end of the row right now is this part. What I'll do here, I'll knit last 2 stitches together. And then the next row, I will knit first 2 stitches together again. And then do the next short row. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, next short row. And I'll do the same again. Turn the work around, knit until 2 stitches left, and knit these 2 stitches together. Then knit first 2 stitches together, do my next short row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. And I will knit the last 2 stitches together. The end of my next shaping for this side of the back panel. Knit until I have 5 left, including this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one more. Turn the work and do the last short row. I will cast off the stitches from this shoulder, but I will cast them off together with this shoulder stitches. I take my front part, find the right panel, make sure that it's wrong side to the wrong side or right side to the right side. Well, this is the shoulder I need to cast off together with this shoulder. First thing I'll do is I'll remove this waste yarn and put back the stitches in a knitting needle. I put these stitches to the knitting needle and made sure that all the stitches turn the same direction, including this twisted. Right side to the right side. So I have front side from this side and here, front side. And I have the big ball of yarn here. Now I can do it with the knitting needle, but I prefer to do it with crocheting hook. What I'll do is I'll knit 2 together. Then again, I'll knit next 2 together. And I keep doing this till the end of the row. So I take and again, you can use the knitting needle. You don't have to use crocheting hook, it's just more convenient. Here, knit these 2 together. And when you do it with the knitting needle, let me show you. When you do it with the knitting needle, you knit these 2 together. And then, hop. So this is exactly the same thing, just this is a bit easier. And I keep doing this till the end of the row, until all of the stitches from the shoulder are knitted together. And after I casted off all stitches together, and this is how it looks. If the white stitches bother you, you can switch to the dark blue yarn when you at this point where you close in the dark blue lines. Now I will do exactly the same, but for the other shoulder. I will start with knitting 2 together. And keep doing my short rows So do exactly the same as I did with the other shoulder hooks. This is how it looks after I did both shoulders. What I will do next is I will wave these ends. I have this obviously too big. This probably is the one that I will use. And just in case this one is also too big, I have two regular needles but with big holes. This is my edge stitch and I can use it to hide all of this. And I do this with all the ends here, on this shoulder and on this shoulder. This is how it looks from the right side and from the wrong side. So you could see that I waved all these ends in the stitches, but it's not noticeable from the right side. What I'll do next is I will attach body, the front part to the back part. I mark the armhole beginning on both sides with markers. So I will attach these two parts from the bottom until the armhole. If you do this, you can do it whatever way you like. How I prefer to do it is I do it from the right side. I start using this end and a needle. The first one would be the beginning of the stitch. And now this edge stitching that I have, I will use it to attach these two pieces together from the right side. See, this is one edge stitch and this is second one. Then I'll do exactly the same from this side. And then again. And I keep doing this till the armhole, and I make sure that it aligns well. so that the pink on the front part aligns with the pink on the right part, and that all the stripes aligned well. And when this piece of yarn becomes too short, I will attach the new one. After I stitched the sides, I waved all the ends. This is how it looks. So my front and back panels are ready and attached to each other. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you liked the video, subscribe if you don't want to miss the next episodes, and see you later for the sleeves.